I've got some work to do. Welcome back to Giants franchise. It's episode 8? Did I change the episode in the title? I did not. Episode 8. Season 2 off season after finishing it at exactly 500. I don't know what to do, brother. We have a lot of money tied into a lot of mediocre players right now. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. The only real guy I want to put on the 40-man is probably Whitman. Other than that, I'm cool with letting everyone else go. We're not going to be offering arbitration on Kelenic. So I'm actually going to go ahead and release him now. Give him a chance to find a better team instead of holding him. Sam Huff is cheap, so we'll offer that. My goal for this offseason, I want to make a trade. But I think the best thing to do would be to get an actual... We need another compliment to Webb, and hopefully Paddock, who can do what he did for us last year. If he goes back to like this, we're in trouble. But I don't know how to do that. I could also look to get an outfielder, but IKF had such a good year, I can't have him... I have to have him out there. And he's not going to play over Willie. He's not going to play over Chapman as much as I would like him to. Not going to play over Fitz, so Lamont Wade not going to play over him. I looked at... I'll play over Burleson, who's a DH. I did look at Luis Robert. He's still got one more year on his deal. He didn't hit great at all, but he hit a lot of home runs. I think he's a mid-season trade target, depending on how we do. But the team I want to look at... Is that who I think it is? What the heck are you doing here? Haven't seen you on Twitch in like... I don't even know how long it's been. You've been following for 5 years. That's crazy. The last time you commented was in 2021. Where have you been? But it's good to see you. How you doing? I hope everything's been good. Play game every day. Okay, that's good. You haven't changed much. Yeah, I just looked. August 1st, 2021. That's a long time. Right now, I'm playing some... everyone's favorite sport, baseball. You know, everyone loves baseball. Not boring at all. And I'm trying to fix this team that I took over, the San Francisco Giants. And it's not easy because a lot of these guys suck. You completely switched? You switched from when, like, the last time we talked, or before that? Twerk? I'm good. I'm good, Bryce. That's your deal. I don't have a... Do I have a channel redeem for that? I don't think so. I better not. Nah, I don't. Thank God. Did you ever play Warzone? No, not anymore. I am very much retired from Call of Duty. It is, it's a game. You know what, Bryce? I'll tell you what. If we win the World Series with the Giants, I'll twerk, and I'll make sure I clip it just for you. I promise. I gotta. Nope, that's the last stream. See you later. No, I'm kidding. I think it's bartending legal. I think you told me about that actually. You told me it was like I just thought of it and it left my brain. You told me, I think, what it was, though. No, I'll twerk if we win a World Series with this team. But in order to do that, I gotta make the team better. So how am I gonna do that? Well, I was looking at my hometown team, the Seattle Mariners. Yeah, that's what it was. You told me that. Yeah. It was like right there, and then I lost it. I want to get one of their two pitchers, Brian Wu or Bryce Miller. I think Bryce Miller is going to be a stud in real life. He already kind of is. I think this guy's going to be like a future award winner. He's going to be good. But these guys are going to cost money, and they're going to cost me players to trade for. The Mariners do not have a very deep farm system anymore. In fact, it's pretty shit. And the Mariners are historically very cheap. They do not like to pay their players. So, I'm going to do my very best to not only acquire one of these guys. I tried looking at Kirby and Gilbert. They're not available. I'm going to try to get one of them. If I could choose, I'd get Bryce Miller. I'm a huge Bryce Miller guy. I like Brian Wu as well, but he's definitely not as good, and he has lower potential. They both have 3 years left on arbitration. But what am I gonna do? Well, it starts with Jordan Hicks. He's not as good as either of these guys, obviously. He's kind of just the throw-in for what I need to do. I looked at their roster. They have one struggling prospect who went down in potential. He's still good, but he's been struggling at the minor league level. As you can see, the potential number is down. And they don't have anyone in the outfield. They have Johnny Farmello, but they don't really have anyone else. So, I think Luis Matos makes sense for them. Also, so real quick, for if you don't know baseball, for your average means every 100 at-bats, that's your average that gets calculated. So, if he had 100 at-bats and hit 25 balls, pause, that's a 250 average. So 25% of the time he's up to plate, he's getting a hit. On base percentage takes that number and adds on the calculated walks that you get. So his 57 hits plus his 20 walks in 228 ABs equals 319 batting average. I don't know how to calculate that. My brain is glitching. I don't know how to calculate that myself. So that's what the game's doing for me. So 250 on base is just average. It's whatever. Or, yeah. And then your OPS is kind of your on-base percentage plus your slugging. And your slugging is how effective your hits are. So if you're hitting home runs, doubles, and triples, your slugging number is going to be higher. So OPS is really the number you want to look at. On base is good too. But if your OPS is in like the 8s, the 9s, and the 1000s, that's really good. Like 6s and 7s is okay too, but you want it to be higher. Big numbers are better, basically. So, with just these two, they're still going to want more, and I would offer more anyway. I try to make it realistic. They clearly value Bryce Miller more than Bryan Woo, as do I. It makes sense. So what would I have to do to get Bryan Woo? Well, I think Brad Adamson, who I think I'm understanding, would be a good player. I think this trade is fair. It's not lopsided, but I think the Mariners would still want more. Now, if I were to get Bryce Miller, I would have to give up the former #1 pick for this team, Dan Hay. He's not a real life player. He's someone I drafted in game. He's got B potential. It's pretty good potential. If I wanted to get Bryce Miller, which I do want to do, I'd have to give up Dan Hay, which I think is a good trade for both teams. Because the Mariners are not going to pay all 4 of these guys. It just would never happen in real life. The question remains, do I want to give up Dan Hay, the very first guy that I drafted? Do I want to give him up before even seeing what he does? You have a shower? Alright. I don't know how long I'm going to be live, since I kind of divide up the stream that when I do these into like sections. So we'll see how long I'm live for this time, but I should be live for a while. I can't give up Brad Adamson, so I would have to do that instead. But hopefully you come back. I can, you know, talk more nerd speak about baseball, and maybe someone will care. But what do I want to do? We both have the same amount of team control, which is arbitration. So I have 3 more years to where I can kind of pick and choose what I pay. Bryan Woo is having had a really good year. But how much longer is he going to be? He's kind of capped at his ceiling. Bryce Miller, with the A potential, could get better and will get better. Same amount of control. Do I really want to go all in, knowing that Matt Chapman and Willy Adames are both probably going to regress even more? Is that something I can commit to? Bryan Woo is also a year younger. I think in real life, people think Bryan Woo is better than Bryce Miller. It's very close. I think Bryce Miller has the better ceiling. But Bryce Miller costs more. And if I did trade for him, I'd give him like a 5-6 year deal. I'd give him a lot of money. And Logan Webb's contract is coming up as well. So he would kind of take over that new ace role if something were to happen to Webb. I think if I'm serious about winning, if I'm serious about winning, I have to trade Dan Hay. I want to use him. He's the very first draft pick of the team. But looking at our roster construction with Harrison and Birdsong, they're not going anywhere. Webb might be leaving, depending on what happens. And then you'd have Miller you'd have 4 guys, right? If I were to trade for Brian Wu, Hay would kind of get stuck in AAA. We would have 5 guys on the roster for a while he'd be in AAA unless I were to move Birdsong or Harrison, which I could do. I don't think the Mariners want Harrison. It's close, especially for Harrison. I didn't think about that. I don't want to trade Lee. I know he's getting paid so much money. He's part of the long-term rebuild. I don't want to do that. I really wish they would take this deal, but I understand why they wouldn't. Harrison is only 25. I value Harrison a little higher than I do Birdsong. I think if I'm serious about winning, I have to make this trade. I do not know if Brian Wu gets us over the hump. And Brian Wu would be there where Hicks is. So maybe Dan Hay would take Paddock's spot. But I can't rely on... these two are still unproven to me. I can't have 3 technically unproven guys. I need a guy who I know is going to be that lockdown number 2. I don't want to do it, Diane. I don't. I'm going to die. If we're getting rid of Hicks, Luis Matos, he's going to get playing time as well. He's going to get stuck behind Woodson. Tibbs. Pritchett. He's more ready than them, but I've never really viewed him, unless something crazy happened, I've never really viewed him as someone... He's in a... Like, if he was younger, it'd be good. He's kind of in a weird middle ground where he needs to be on a team. He needs to be starting now to really develop. So I'm going to make this deal. I don't want to trade Dan Hay. Believe me, I really don't. But... he got some nice development, too. But he will not play for us. We need to be on a winning team. Bryce Miller, my guy. And we have acquired Bryce Miller. 28 years old, 4-seam sinker, splitter, sweeper, slider, nasty pitch mix. Still has 3 years of team control remaining. We have an available budget of $72 million. And I want to pay him now. If I could get him for 24 mil, not even that, maybe like 17.5 over 5. I wish I could backload it. I really, really do. We're going to pay the man. If he wants a little bit more, we'll offer him more. Oh yeah, I forget. I was like, what happened? We are going to offer him that. So we'll see if he accepts. If not, we'll give him the arbitration. We'll try again later. I think that was the right move. I really, really, really didn't want to trade him. But we have to have a consistent guy in the 2 spot. Paddock was really, really good. But he's only a C potential 70 overall with 1 year left on his deal. Maybe we bring him back if he's good again. He looks kind of the same. They have the same kind of look. And then Logan, well, we got the three mustached warriors on our team. I think it was the right move. I have till November 23rd, so keep that in mind. he doesn't sign, we'll offer the arbitration. And now we have to renew these contracts, which is going to take forever. Sean, he played good at AAA. So I will do that. And actually, Cameron, I might let walk. There's someone else I wanted to trade, and that was Tyler Rogers, and maybe even Landon Roop. Maybe I could package both of them and get like a C potential, low B potential guy. I want an infielder though. And I might make, ooh. I know Wisely has a lot of utility, but he just doesn't hit the ball. He's a positive WAR player. Maybe not. Casey Schmidt. I think Casey Schmidt is someone I will move though. Team that's looking for relief and second baseman, the Rays. Y'all have Edwin, he's a beast. Blue Jays. The Blue Jays definitely. Maybe. Not gonna consider the White Sox. Maybe I will. What do you have? Oh, wow. This is more of a salary dump than anything, if I'm being real. But see, I gotta get a tiny something back. I'll take Alexi Reyes, I guess. Well, I don't know. Is Casey Schmidt really not that valuable? I feel like I can get something better for him, right? Do I want to trade with the Astros? They could use them. Dick Egan? Dick again? You want some dick again? I'll take dick. No. Fine. Oh no. I goofed it. He's not really a first baseman to me. He's more like a shortstop. I make a pause on what I just said. I'm not trading with the Astros. Y'all can disappear. The Braves definitely need not only infield help, like it's the bench bat, but they need pitching. He's stuck behind like a lot of guys. No. You have like no farm system at all for me to take from. I was hoping for something. I got nothing. Peter Clayton. I don't think they'll do that. Although they do have a lot of closers. Terrence Cross looks like he's going to be good. I think this makes sense. We'll take Pedro Rivera. I feel like that's a good deal. So now pitching wise, I like the starting five quite a bit. Vandy, Harvey, Sam, Ryan Walker. I think Sean gets a shot. We move Williamson back up. I'm going to give Williamson one more shot. I know he kind of got rocked. I think he can bounce back. And then maybe we go after a setup man, or maybe we just go to our guys, you know, like maybe Dominguez, maybe Beck. Yeah, we have names. We don't need to do anything. I think Dominguez will get the shot though. We do have a lefty in Miller who is on his last option. Dominguez is on his last option too. Crap. Okay. I definitely value a B potential lefty, although he's B potential as well. I wish I could see what they did the year prior in AAA. Beck does have 43 stamina. I have room for one more. We have one lefty, so I think it's got to be Miller. And I don't know if Williamson will bounce back, so I think it's got to be Miller by default. As far as a setup man, probably would be Hunter Harvey. Could be Randy Rodriguez. I just really want, I don't know, maybe there'll be a free agent in there who I'll feel comfortable as a setup man, and then we'll get him. Daz Cameron, we're gonna let walk. So Whitman's only 25, so easy comeback for you. Humberto. Just to have you. You made $1 million. This part is annoying. I wish I could just auto do this. Like it's just flashing all over my screen. Like pause again. Like this is such a sus stream, but I think my plan for the draft and really looking forward or ahead to that is infield. Gotta be shortstops and third baseman exclusively. Maybe second baseman too. But with Chapman and possibly Adames regressing heavily, I just don't know. I just can't believe I traded Dan Hay away, man. It made sense. It did. Not every draft pick you take is going to be on your team. It's just kind of how it is. We're going to give him a shot. The Mariners are good at developing pitching. So who knows what'll happen? Alright, we're finally done with that. I think here, let me get these last guys, I guess. Some pictures. Toss camera, we're gonna let walk. So I've addressed pitching. Not entirely, but Jojo Romero is here, as is Jonathan Loaisiga and Estevez. 3 guys I've used before in franchise. Loaisiga, 6 blown saves. Jojo. Oh, it's Jojo Romano, not Romero. My mistake. But Romano's still good. Don't get me wrong. Romano is still a good player. Brian Abreu wants 2 years, 8.5. Well, I could get Loaisiga on a 1-year deal. Bobby Abreu's 29. The hits per 9 is incredible. Two years, 8.5. Or 1 year, 10. And he got 99 pitching clutch. 92 is still really high as well. They're both righties. So we'll throw that there. I'm going after one of them. Abreu has more long-term upside. A 1.3 WAR in 90 innings versus a 2.5. But the last year he pitched was not great for him. I could throw both of them on the board too. That's another thing. I wouldn't necessarily sign both of them. Looks like the motivation went down for him because I added another guy. Yeah. So maybe I should only go after one. But who? And then there's Drew. Drew is actually nasty too. 1.3 war. Another thing I've noticed, they don't ask for like roles anymore. It's like, yeah, I want to be the closer, yeah, I want to be the starter. They don't do that anymore. Alvarado, I don't want another lefty. Although Jojo Romero is filthy in this game. So maybe I should get Jojo Romero after all, because he's very good in this game. I also had Evan Phillips in the past. I'm going to pass on that. Also had Gregory Soto, I believe, one year. I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass on the lefty. He's good. He's really good, but I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Never had Abreu. Never had Jordan Romano either. It's a tough choice, man, because it's like the money doesn't really matter as much to me at the moment. And if that were the case, Brian Abreu as the setup man would be really good. As would Romano. He's definitely more... I'm gonna go after Abreu, I think. 2-seam, 4-seam slider. 4-seam circle slider. And then there's Loaziga too, but his K/9 is so low. I could go all in and get both. I would have to move some of my pitchers around though. And that's not exactly realistic. So I'm only gonna go after one. Romano is 6'5". I thought he would be like 5'11". His durability is lower. His stamina is slightly higher. 2 saves, 4 blown saves, 25 holds, 4 losses. So 3 losses, 0 blown saves. Romano's better. Romano is better. Or he was last year. I'm getting Romano. I'm getting Romano. I'm making up my mind. I'm done thinking about it. Boost him up a bit. Okay. We're not done yet. What does this lineup need? It needs a righty who can hit the ball. It needs a righty who can hit lefties. Not a lefty who can lefties, a righty who can hit lefties. And a potential DH swap with Burleson if he continues to struggle. I'm going to give him another shot. I believe in him. I don't really want to have all these lefties in the back half of my lineup. Maybe we'll do that. Or that. I don't know. We need a righty who can hit lefties. And who can do that? Let's find out. Not Jake Fraley. I want a right-handed batter. Jock is a lefty. Jock would be sick. Rob Refsnyder, huh? 35 years old. can absolutely crush lefties. And Soler, a righty who can hit both. But he's older and could regress. He had a great year though. Billy Castro would be cool. Oops. I always felt like JP Crawford would be a good giant for some reason. Alec Bohm. Don't think that makes sense. Polanco? Just strictly as a bench bat? That's very tempting, especially as a switch hitter. Brandon Lau. 2 years, 20 mil. Jonathan India. He's more of a starter. I don't want to go after just a starter who is just going to sit on the bench. That wouldn't be realistic. Nathaniel Lowe. Mountcastle. A righty who can hit lefties. He could play over Lamont Wade. Didn't really homer a bunch. 2 years, 10 mil. Josh Bell. I do like me some Josh Bell. And he's a switch hitter. I always thought about trading for Yandy. Wasn't the right time, and he's old. Polanco is not a third baseman, by the way. He's a second baseman. I don't know why they have him at third. Definitely have to switch that. He hit 23 home runs. Polanco's an option. Let's keep looking a little longer. Don't want Randy Rosarena. Ref Snyder had 134 at-bats, only hit 1 home run. My options are so limited. So it looks like it's either going to be Josh Bell, who homered 19 times and got on base way more. Struck out 120 times. Or Polanco, who was pretty much worse in every way, but is a switch hitter as well. And has a little bit more position flexibility than Josh Bell. I'm going to get Polanco. I think Polanco is the perfect bench bat. Again, he's not a third baseman. Would move him over to second base. Because, excuse me, that's what he plays in real life. He does not play third base. He never has. Maybe the game does that because the Mariners don't have a third baseman. Although, I think Dylan Moore will probably play that spot. Joey Romano. Jorge Polanco. Is there anything else? I think another outfielder who can just kind of play the position, right? We don't have a single outfielder on the bench. Barger can play the outfield. Ads can wisely. So maybe not. Tim Huff, Wade, and Burleson all play first base. Is there anyone in AAA who I'd feel comfortable calling up who's not named Bryce Eldrige? Not really. I don't want to bring back Daz Cameron. In fact, I'm gonna do that now. We'll need at least a guy who can play the position. Just in case. I don't even know if there is anything like that, man. Mike Yastrzemski's still in the league. Austin Hayes. Alex Verdugo? Hasn't played in a year. I think I'm cool off that. Oh, wait. We're going to lock these two in only. We don't have a ton of money. So, we're going to do that. Hopefully, Bryce signs his contract. If not, we will see what happens. They did show a trade here. Bryce Miller to the Giants from the Mariners. He looks like he did get hurt last year as well, so that's a little scary, but I think he'll be all right. For Dan Hay, Jordan Hicks, and Luis Matos. That's a very good trade. It's an even trade. 3 players who are contributors. I think Luis Matos will play for the Mariners. We get our new manager and our hitting coach. He has not signed his contract yet. I'll bump it up. I want him to sign it now. He has till what? November 14th it was? It'll tell me when. He only wants a 1-year deal. So I can just pump up the offer. 1 year, 12 mil for Romano. He better sign that. That's a good deal. Okay, Jack Flaherty to the Brewers on a big deal. Jazz to that. Wow, the Astros are loading up. He still hasn't signed. The 23rd. Okay. We still have a little bit of time. No, I'm good. The Tampa Bay Rays and the Pirates are also interested in Romano. That's as high as I can go, man. Got our other guy. Oh my god, Romano. Please don't. Romano went to Tampa. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Wow. Bryce Miller does sign. 24 mil a year is a lot. But when you're looking at a guy like Paddock making 17, I'm very happy with this deal. Got him for 5 years. Right in his prime. That is good. Now, losing Romano. Why can't... No. Dustin May, the Brewers. Brewers are loading up. The Astros get Crochet as well. Can I sign somebody, please? Why can't I sign anybody? Why am I being hoed right now? Yes. No. Wow. Oh, wow. He's gone too. Loaziga's still here. Jojo Romero is still here. Oh, man, that sucks. I thought we gave him a good deal. I'll have to see what he signed for. You went to Tampa Bay, huh? Have fun losing. I guess we're gonna go after I don't want him on a 2-year. We'll get him on a 1 year. Alright, buddy. What did you sign for? A 2-year. Okay, you got your 2-year deal. Good for you. You're a bum. Have fun losing. Jorge Polanco is a member of the Giants. My guy. Went to the team to be with his buddy Bryce. Brian allowed it. Are you? Oh. Framber. Okay, the Brewers just gonna get every pitcher, I guess. And Screwball to the Diamondbacks. The best pitcher in the game. One of them. Oh, man. I gotta add another pitcher on here, I think, just because otherwise, like, I might not sign. I'm gonna add him. I gotta get one of them. We need someone who's gonna be good. Nico Horner to the Marlins. It's a great signing for them. Chris Bubich to the Rockies. Okay. Looks like JoJo Romero wants to be here. I want you here. I'll get both of these guys if I have to. I really don't care. Draft lottery. We're slotted in at number 12. We weren't that far off on the postseason, man. We really weren't. A lot of teams around that same spot that we are. We have a 1.1% chance to move up in this draft. I believe in miracles, baby. Let's see it. We did not move up. The Blue Jays get the number 1 pick from the Athletics. Pick number 12. That's... You can do something with that pick. JoJo Romero is a member of the Giants. And I love that for us. Former Mariner... Not Mariner. Former member of the Athletics team. Was he? Or was he White Sox? I think he was. This man definitely was. However, we're gonna have a lot of guys here if I start just signing everybody. And a lot of guys that aren't under team control. Like Randy still is. Beck still is. Dominguez is not. Miller. Sean. Maybe Williamson goes down to AAA. And tries to get right. And then that's where maybe I just don't bring him in. And then we do something like this. 3 lefties, 4 righties. I mean, bringing Loazaga in wouldn't hurt anything, would it? I just don't have the room. Maybe I move Dominguez. Good contact, decent fielding. No, they don't want to do that. I just don't have room for him. I think we're just gonna rock out how we are now. I think we're gonna have a pick here. We don't have room. We do. Zach Jackson? No thanks. I remember how bad he was. Reese McGuire. He's a legend. Franchise legend, Reese McGuire. Don't think there's anyone in here I'm gonna want. A team that needs an outfielder should take this guy, though. Maybe Zach Cole as well. Okay, there's some guys if you need an outfielder. You might be able to contribute. Samuel Basallo signs with the Cubs. I don't know how that ended up happening or how he got off the O's. But okay. They're stacked. The Cubs are stacked. Can I stop simming? I'm pressing B. Okay, the staff looks amazing. Sam Huff will make 8K, which is good. Getting training. Don't want anyone else. And we have reached spring training. I will be doing a little bit of playing in spring training on this stream. I want to see what Bryce Miller has. Don't know who the setup man is going to be just yet. But we have a lot of bullpen depth, which I like. The lineup looks relatively the same. Polanco is a switch hitter who can hit both sides, obviously. So, looking forward to seeing what he can do. I like it. I know I said I wanted a righty who could hit lefties. That we can still get. There wasn't really an option. I wanted the switch hitter. I'm gonna put Polanco back at second where he belongs. We still have Brett Wisely. Is there anyone in AAA who should be on the 40-man? I think Bryce Tibbs should be on the 40-man. Livin should be on the 40-man. They should get play time in the spring. We're gonna put Bryce Eldrige on the 40-man as well. He's gonna get a spring training invite. You should be able to invite spring training guys anyway, but you can't do that unless it's on the 40-man. It's dumb. Maldonado, I want a AAA. Lee Sherman, I want a AA. He's not going to be an invitee, unfortunately. Alex Walker can go to double. I think Alex Cox. Although, it'd be dumb not to have him there. You can get them both. He's 25. If you're 25, not on the 40-man getting a chance, then you're probably not going to make it on my team. We're ranked 14th. We're 6th in pitching. I feel like we got better. I don't know why we're not ranked a little bit higher than that. But I want to open with Bryce. Tyler, IKF. I really hope IKF can bring back what he brought last year, as well as Tyler. I need a bounce back year from Ramos. I need Willie to kind of do this again. If you could do what you're doing here, I'd be happy. Wade, I'm afraid we got the best we're going to get out of him. I really hope that's not the case. A bounce back from Burleson would be nice. A good year from Chapman would be incredible, but I'm not holding my breath. Patrick Bailey, I've kind of given up on in terms of the bat, but we'll see. And Lee, keep slowly building up. You know what I mean? Like we gotta see something. Polanco, Barger, I want to see what they got. Brett Wisely, I kind of know what you are already. Maybe Luciano does something impressive and makes the roster. I doubt it. Blake Sable. Got good power, really good clutch. Maybe you make the team over Sam Huff. Tibbs, Sanoa, Eldridge, and Cox. Gonna be interesting to see what they bring. Got some youth into the team this year. Now, those guys won't be making the roster. But we'll see what they do. We'll put quick counts on as well. Bryce will start. They have Otto Lopez, Langford, Seager, Young, Jake Berger, Evan Carter, Josh, Joey Bart, and Dom Smith. Dom Smith in right field, huh? Hey, if they needed me to trade an outfielder, I mean, maybe James Tibbs could go play for you. I like to get guys opportunities. I don't just like to have them get traded and not do anything. Man, a lot of teams loaded up. The Astros, the Dodgers got Lau. After they just won a World Series, by the way. The freaking Diamondbacks.
Leading off the afternoon for San Francisco,
got the best pitcher in the game, damn near inscrutable. I forgot quick counts was on. I almost got Tyler Fitzgerald dotted up. Had a very good year. Really hoping we can get more of that. I don't see why we wouldn't. And he draws the walk. And you know what that means.
Batting second to the right fielder, number 7, Isaiah Connor Falefa.
Not the best jump in the world, but he's in there.
Safe, he's in.
Former Ranger is IKF, and he will pop up to the right fielder. Should I run on that? I don't think you got an arm on you. I'm out. I know he has a noodle arm. I thought that I could get there because his throw would be bad, and it wasn't not bad. It's actually good. That's not a bad swing. Don't think it's gonna get over the head though. I gotta stop making these base running errors. That's spring training. Who cares? Bryce Miller, spring training debut with the team. Taking on Otto Lopez, the former Miami Marlin. Got him in a 1-2 count early. Fouled off again. Exact same spot it was last time. 1-2. And he ripped that one in the left. Okay, buddy. Picked up by Ramos. Lead off double for Otto. Okay.
Runner.
Get out. Got him. Good throw by Patrick Bailey. Both teams making base running errors. Swing and foul off by Wyatt Langford. Chase the slider, or the sinker rather, 97 speed. Jug gets the ball to Lamont Wade. Corey Seager now. Has a lot of experience going up against Bryce, Bryce Miller.
3 balls, 1 strike.
3-1 count out at him. Fouls off that splitter. I like that splitter. 3-2, going back to the off speed, inside, and he goes oppo, and that will be an easy double for him. Unfortunately, another double given up by Miller. Inside out swing, unfortunately, away from the shift. Unable to get the strikeouts. It's the theme for this team. We get them in a 1-2 count.
2-2.
And we can never quite strike them out. See what this sweeper looks like. Nasty right on the corner. Strike through to Josh Young. Now Willie Adames. I really hope that Willie does what he did last year. It would be very bad if he didn't. I feel like I timed that up for you, my boy. I kind of did. And Willie Adames goes down on strikes. Just late. You could have fouled it off. Like the high pitches, they never hit. They really never hit them. And Lamont Wade will pop up. Foul, thankfully. And it's outside. Burleson on deck. And he rips this one in the right field. Doesn't have the juice to get out of here. Lamont Wade Jr., the first home run of spring training. 400 feet, 102 off the bat. And he got all of it. Good swing. I like hitting with Lamont Wade. And Burleson hits one in the left. And he will get extras. There we go. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come for Burleson, because we did not get the player that we signed 2 seasons ago in this last season. And this guy right here, we need him to be what he used to be, because you're making way too much money. I don't think I'm going to run on that. Let's not make a base running mistake. Chapman goes up the middle. 2 on. One into the corners, 1 out with Patrick Bailey up to plate. And he ripped 1 foul. If that was a fastball, that's a home run. His clutch rating isn't bad. That's inside. And that's a great splitter. Strike 3 to Patrick Bailey. Second strikeout for Frankie Montas. A little bit early. To 40 pitches already. Got him in a 2-1 count. Did go around. Fouls off the high fastball. You don't see that often. That's outside. Tyler Fitzgerald up to plate. Next. Chapman will run. Ah, I didn't mean to swing at that. Strike 3 to Lee. Not ideal. .470 off the bat at Jake Berger. He fucking destroyed that ball. Oh my god. .476. And he knew it. That was a loud home run. That was loud. Good pitch too. He just happened to crank it. That is a nasty spot. See if we can get it in the same location. He went around.
Did he go?
He did, but you're blind. You can get that sweeper inside.
Ball.
No, we
Full
can't.
count.
Full count to Evan Carter. Chase the splitter. Strike 3. Good stuff from Bryce.
Batting seventh, the designated
I still can't believe he gave up an absolute tank like that. That was a good pitch, man. It really was.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Just belted it. That was not a good pitch, however. This outside splitter seems to be working. And he went around. Strike 3 to Josh Smith. Not to be confused with Josh Smith from the Atlanta Hawks. One of my favorite players when I was younger. That splitter is looking nice. Go slider away here.
2-2.
Patrick Bailey, your defense really irritates the piss out of me. Blow by him. Strike 3 to Joseph Bart. Can I move the camera? I like the other one I had better. Alright, Tyler is up to bat again. And I'm actually gonna sub him out because it's spring training. You wanna see the new guys, and one of those new guys, Jorge Polanco. A little bit late. Come on, give me a pitch to hit. Give me a pitch to hit, please. Nope. Polanco gets a walk. Take it. We will sub in. I was thinking James Tibbs. Gonna get some spring training action in. He looks like a baseball player, don't he? He looks like someone who just knows how to rip home runs. Dead center does not have the carry. A little bit late on it. But I felt it. I felt like he had some home run power in there. Elliot Ramos, the left fielder. That is not what he looks like. What is that photo? He has deep potential. Do I really want to put him in there? Luciano can't play the outfield. Let's put Barger out there. We're going to give Javier Sonoja a shot.
Number 86, Javier.
Now, he does not feel like he's got home run power. To me, he feels like that scrappy, beat it out. Oh, he's so white in that picture. He's got that, like, compact swing that'll drive it down the line, get a single, hustle double. And he'll also strike out. Not good. Willie Adames. Luciano. It's a perfect spot for you. Luciano, he kind of feels a little home run hitty. He doesn't have the pop for it, obviously, but he feels like a guy who can drive the ball a little bit. And he does drive one to right. We're going to test the arm this time. There's no way. Noodle. Marco Luciano gets his hit in spring training. Lamont Wade, and you know what that means. I'm bringing in my boy Bryce. Very first spring training at bat for Bryce Eldrige, which is huge. Very. Oh, wait. Give Bryce something to hit, please. I'm like a rip one. Good take. 2-1 count to Bryce. Don't walk Bryce. Don't be a wuss. Let Bryce have one swing. And he walked Bryce. I don't have to wait a whole nother round to get Bryce again of an at bat, huh? I should get a screenshot of Bryce though for sure. It's a big deal. I forgot to sub out. Wilson could use the at-bats, though. We'll leave him. Its base is loaded. We gotta leave him in, right? Good take. Come on. Burleson, smack a home run. Just do it. Oh, he might have done it. Could it get over the head? It does. It's not a home run. But we're going to send Bryce Eldrige home. He is safe easily. A bases clearing double for Alec Burleson. You want to walk my batters. That is what you get. Good swing. Chapman, you're getting subbed out. Can't put in Luis Vasquez. I would have liked to. Addison Barger. Perfect. First at bat I've taken with Barger. How do you say it? Barger, yeah. That's a good swing. Cutter inside and I ripped it. And Addison Barger goes absolute nuclear 435. Home run shot. He's celebrating. Great swing by Barger. 110 off the bat. Getting hype with the crew. Absolute perfect swing. Frankie Montas is batting practice right now. Yeah, get his bitch ass out of here. We can smack home runs far too. Maybe not quite 470. Man, he did like a little celebration where he did the thing. I wanted to screenshot that, but didn't get a chance. Let's hear that one more time. Now, we don't have Luis at spring training this year. Probably next year we will. So we're going to use Blake Sable. Taking on former top prospect Jack Leiter. Good swing there. Fouled off. Four-seam slider, 12th circle. Blake Sable is a former top prospect of the Giants. We brought him back. He was a free agent. No.
Did it go?
Good take. That's a very good pitch, though, too. Full count. I thought I was going to go low. Strike 3 to Sable. But the damage was done. Now I get to see what these guys do in the field. I'm going to bat one more time around. Or try to, at least. To get to Bryce. If I could get a home run with Bryce, I would be very happy. But that home run felt good. It feels good to hit a perfect when you just know it's gone. Strike 3. See you later, Dominic. 5 strikeouts now for Bryce Miller. Got good stuff. Him, Logan Webb, and Chris Paddock. Very good 1-2-3 punch. The mustache onslaught.
That's a ball.
You will not survive it.
2-2.
You will not survive the slider out of Lopez.
Ball
That's
3.
a strike. Get out of
3
here.
balls. 2 strikes.
That's quite literally strike 3.
Ball 4.
Ball 4. That sucks. That's not your fault, brother. It's not. The umpire is blind. Fouls off a sweeper. I do wish he had a circle change, but the splitter makes up for it. Strike him out, and Sable cannot collect that ball. I don't know why. The catchers just suck at defense in this game. I think. Did he just pimp one? Yo, I thought he just pimped one oppo on us. That's so disrespectful. Are you kidding me? Just toss the bat down like that?
Two
Yeah.
balls, two strikes.
How dare you? You didn't even get the home run. Oh, Barger. He got the strong arm though. Hey, he's got 99 arm strength. So while he did fumble that ball, he threw a rocket. I like that. I like that recovery. Now Mr. Cox is gonna get a at bat here. My namesake, Jonah. Good take. He's not very good at hitting. But we'll see if we can get a hit here. Maybe even get on base with a walk. That's a W in my book. Fouled off. Keep fighting. I was late on that one, I think. Yep, I was. And he popped it up. Good timing. And yeah, you see what I mean? Like he's not ready for prime time. Not a bad at bat, but you gotta pimp that one. Jorge Polanco in a 1-1 count now. Jorge, come on, son. I took a good swing on that. James Tibbs the third, former first round pick in 2024, the year we started the draft, or the franchise, I should say. Like, I want this team. I don't want to just trade everyone, man. I want this team of guys that I make, that I draft, to be here. Yeah, I traded the first guy I drafted, but I'm also trying to be competitive at the same time. Bryce Eldrige could get me something really good. A lot of guys give me something really good. Bad Bunny. Fouls out. Yeah, he ain't ready for prime time either. That's funny. We're gonna warm up a starter. I know Mason Black was someone who had IR potential, but you don't want to go too hard with Bryce. I like pitching with him though.
2-1.
I really like the splitter when he locates it.
Ball three.
I really like the sweeper when he locates
3-1.
it. Good call. Fastball up and away. Blow it by him. He's not ready.
That's four.
He went
Take it,
around. Give me a break. Now here's the Burgermeister. Hit a low and in fastball for an absolute piss missile. But he strikes out, trying to do it again. Go get a burger. Kevin Carter now.
3-1.
Inside. Luciano cannot make the play. He's going to run. Cox with the arm. Throws him out.
Yeah, you're out.
Jonah Cox with the absolute hose. It's so big. Throwing with all the force that he's got. 1-2 count. That was a great pitch. I don't know how you don't swing at that one. Foul.
Foul ball.
That was a nasty sinker. I wanted that to be strike three looking so bad.
Ball three.
How is he taking these pitches?
Three
I
balls.
want to
2
know.
strikes.
Full count. Runner goes. And it will be a walk. We're going to keep Bryce in. Want to see how he handles the pressure. Swing and a foul off from Bart. Inside. Popped up to Cox. And caught. Bryce Miller's day is done. Overall, I liked what I saw. He did give up one big homer, but you know, that happens. You're going to give up home runs. Luciano. Nathan Eovaldi's still here, huh? Forcing flare, cutter, curve, slider. Come on, Luciano. Show me something. You were supposed to be a top prospect for this organization. You have a chance to impress me right now. Get on base for Bryce. So he can hit a tank. That's all my fault. That's 1000% my fault. I'm sorry, Marco. That's me. Ooh! We might have just killed someone on stream. Eovaldi took a shot to the nose. It looked like it hit him in the back of the head. Might have broken his nose. Oh my lord, Bryce. I wanted you to kill the baseball, not the man throwing it. Ooh. I don't know if it hit him in the nose. It looked like it caught him in the side of the head. Should probably be a concussion. Knocked his ass out. Damn. 95 off the bat to the face. Burleson. Alright, Burleson. Do we have anyone who can pinch hit for him? Vasquez ain't really a hitter like that. Leave him in. Davis Daniel. 4-seam slider, curve, 12-6. Nope. After this inning's over, we're going to sim out, and then we're going to sim to the end of spring training. Oh my god, that should have been another home run. Damn it, damn it, damn it. And there it is. Alec Burleson. Another perfect bomb off the scoreboard. I really like what I'm seeing from the boys today. Too bad it's spring training. Don't matter. Alec Burleson. Ripped that one in the right. Everybody knew it. Bad day for the Rangers. Last one of their starters. Perfect fastball down. That's like a Jake Berger home run, except Berger actually sent that into like a whole different continent. Barger almost did it again. This stance is a little awkward to me. I was late that time. I was not late that time. That's 2 hits he could have had right there, Barger. Come on. Yeah, his stance is a little weird. He's like on his toe. Like, what are you doing? Good pitch. Not really, but I wasn't ready for it. Barger strikes out. My fault. Wasn't prepared for the off speed. It's a mental thing. Blake Sable now. Hey, if Sable cannot play Huff, he might be the start. He might be the backup catcher opening day. He definitely hits better against left or righties. But you gotta show me something. A lefty who can hit righties. That's what I wanted, right? Ooh, that one's deep to left center. Not center, but it is caught. Alec Burleson having a day. Absolute nuke.
Now pitching for the Giants.
Gonna let the guys play it out.
3. Out.
Tibbs with a solo
Ball 4,
shot.
extra base. Out.
Okay.
You're out.
Sam Huff in the game.
Out. Out.
Bryce reaches on an error.
Out. 3.
Corey Jolk's the member of the Rangers now.
That's ball 4.
Cox walks. Tibbs with another hit, and Sanoja's not great.
Ball 4.
Tibbs
extra
is
base.
showing me something though.
Out.
He is.
Ball 4.
Luciano with a walk, a double play. Okay.
3. You're out. Out.
And we win the game. 9-1. Only gave up the one tank. The boys. Lamont Wade homered. Alec Burleson homered. Tibbs homered. Barger homered. Burleson went 3 for 3 on the day. I like it. Gotta work on the walks a little bit for Bryce. But again, spring training, you can kind of goof off a little bit. I like what I saw quite a bit. We're gonna sim all of these. We're not even gonna really look at what's going on. Fitzgerald 290. Oh boy. IKF 224. Ramos 250. Willie 226. 254. Burleson 304. 221 from Chapman. 157 from Patrick Bailey. The other guys didn't really get a ton of at-bats. Wisely didn't even bat 200. Blake Sable batted. Blake Sable was better than Sam Huff. Maybe he is the one who plays. 292 from Tibbs. Eldrige did not do great, but he did homer. He's not quite ready. He's not ready. He's close. 273. Cox did not get a hit. Miller, not great. Logan Webb was shut down. Paddock was shut down. Harrison was good. Birdsong was better. Miller had the worst spring out of the 5 guys. It's spring. These stats don't really matter. They're just kind of like fun to play along. Williamson had a great spring. Black was not great. McDonald wasn't great. Randy was phenomenal. Sam was okay. JoJo was bad. Eric Miller was really good. Hunter Harvey was alright. Sean was butt. Walker was alright. And the other guys didn't really pitch. So, do I send the guys down, or does the game do it? Like, if I send them down, like Mason Black's not making the team. Trevor's not making the team. Whitman wasn't making the team. Sam, JoJo, Harvey, Randy. Tristan Beck. Sent down. Dominguez is getting sent down. Can't send him down. See, that's what I'm saying with this problem, right? He got to go through waivers, and he might get claimed. Sean, if you get claimed, I don't really care. I'm gonna send down Williamson, I think, to start the year. Dominguez, we're gonna try to pass through. We might give Eric Miller a shot. Spencer, you're not making the team. Sam Huff or Blake Sable? One's a righty, one's a lefty. Sable, I'm sorry, man. You're gonna start down. Bryce, I love you, man. It's not your time yet. Javier, not your time yet. I want Barger on the team. Vasquez. Luciano. Jonah Cox. James Tibbs. So that is 24. You need 2 more, right? Webb, Miller, Paddock, Harrison, Birdsong. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could call up one more guy. I guess I could have had Dominguez up. Williamson will be on the team then. Who would be on the team? Oh, you don't belong here. Oh. Why is he? I guess he'd have to be, huh? That's okay. If he gets claimed, I'm not gonna be upset. I'll be a tad upset, but it's not like... It's not the end of the world if he is. It's really not. I think Tibbs is going to be on the opening day roster, perhaps. Need more outfield depth. We have one more spot. Not going to be Bryce. Not going to be a pitcher. Not going to be Blake. I think James Tibbs, the rookie, is going to get the opportunity. I really hope that the game keeps what I have. Contract extensions as well are now here. He's going to want a lot of money. I'm going to wait on these. I usually don't do it this early. It looks like they saved everything. They better have. It looks like they saved it, actually. Usually they don't. Got a couple pitchers on waivers. I think Dominguez might get claimed. Sean, I don't know. If he does, he does. We're ranked 16th. I think that's wrong. I think that's honestly bullcrap. The starting lineup looks... I don't really want 2 lefties back to back, but I can't really do much about that. Only 1 righty on the bench, but we do have Polanco, who's a switch hitter, who hits the righties better, so that's fine. I like Barger. Logan Webb, Bryce, Paddock, Harrison, Birdsong, Williamson, Sam, Jojo Romero, Miller. Want to swap those. I like Jojo Romero in the setup spot. I like Hunter Harvey coming out of the pen. Randy's been very, very good for us. Hopefully that continues. I think they're massively underrating our team. Especially pitching-wise. 12. This is the 12th best pitching roster. Gotta be better than that. We will quickly set our AAA lineup. I want Sherman Luis batting third at all times. We want the guys with higher potential batting first. The AA roster is kind of bad. I can't lie to you. Pitching gotta be in there. Not a great fielder, but he's got pop. We don't have guys like that. This doesn't really matter that much. We just need Sherman Luis in there, getting reps. That's really all we need. Gotta make sure that he's getting trained in fielding as well. This matters a little bit more. A lot of guys here. Wow. Bryce obviously will be batting third. Like Sable the catcher. That's Honeycutt. Woodson will be in there. Anyone else who needs to be in this lineup? I guess Vasquez has to. Okay, let's make sure this is right. Cox is an outfielder. Woodson's an outfielder. Eldrige is an infielder. He can't play third. Cox can. Okay, I like that. I don't really want to bother with this lefty lineup. I'm going to let the CPU do that when it's time. I gotta look at pitching too. Make sure the right guys are where I need them to be. Like Mr. Brad Adamson, of course. Walker and Adamson are really the two guys I care most about in AA. AAA. Lima's a reliever, so I don't know why he's here. Maldonado. Again, he feels like more of a long relief guy, but do I just not have starters? I do. I'm like, where are my guys at? Might need one more like free agent like guy who I can just have there. Oh, Feltner. You don't way too much money for being a nobody. That'll work. Conor McGregor Jr. That works for me. AAA's missing some guys. Is there anyone here who's old enough? You're old enough. David will go to AAA as well. Class A. Oh my god, I'm hearing music. I probably should have turned my music back off. You got a AA, and we need one more, a couple more guys maybe to fill out. Just random spots. Switch hitter, that's fine. You're not bad actually. Maybe another catcher. Creed Willems. Creed Humphrey should have been a Seahawk. Never forget. Deshaun Brown. And one more pitcher. If I can. A lot of relief pitchers there. I think that's gonna be it. That's the team. Opening day, we are taking on the Boston Red Sox. They're gonna have a lot of prospects. I hope they have a lot of prospects up at the majors that we can see. But this might be one of the final years. I might have given myself another year to compete with the Bryce Miller acquisition. The budget is low. About 30 million left. I really feel like I've done all I can do, man. I like the lineup. We just need the guys to all be on the same page. That's really what it comes down to. Chapman, you're an 88 overall. Adames, we need you guys to lead this team. Lamont Wade, you had a great year. I'm really hoping you just repeat what you did. That's really all I need you to do. Burleson, bring back your old self. Ramos, bring back your old self. Fitz, IKF, do what you do. Young Ho Lee, take a step. Patrick Bailey, take a step. Someone make an impact. You can be a channel legend. Nobody really in here, to me, is a channel legend yet. There's not one guy who's really stepped up and made me think, yeah, this is the guy that I'm going to remember. Ramos was on that path, and then he kind of, like, Lamont Wade's cool, but he's not, you know what I mean? Like, is it going to end up being, like, later down the line when we see Luis Sherman? I get his name mixed up all the time when we see Sherman Luis. I'll just change his name to Luis Sherman at this point. Sherman Luis. Is he going to be that guy who becomes a channel icon? Bryce Eldrige. I'm banking on him being a channel icon. Maybe Kevin Woodson is a channel icon. Maybe James Tibbs somehow shocks the world. Matt Pritchett. There's a lot of potential unknowns, and it's interesting. It's a different feel from the normal thing that we get. I'm gonna work on fielding for Sherman. I want that block to be high. We're gonna try to make him a well-rounded guy. That's gonna do it. The stream went on longer than I thought it would, but it's a good episode. Giants off season. Season 3 next time. Peace and love. I'm out of here.